Hi people, please excuse my tired face, but I just finished this one and I had to share it with you because it's amazing. As you can see, it's Cage of Dreams by Rebecca Schaeffer. I never know how to pronounce her surname right, so yeah. I love this edition. I think it's amazing, and I think that the covers that Heather Escape did for this duology are amazing. And I have to be honest here, and this author is an autoboy for me because I love her stories because they are completely surreal, something that I don't know how she comes up with. I mean, everything that she creates is completely amazing and it blows up my mind because there's things in her books that I have never seen before, and her stories and her plots are so amazing. And yeah, I'm repeating myself, but I don't know how to make justice to her books because, as I say, they are very unique and something that I have never read before, which is saying something. And also, one of the things that I love the most is that she always writes characters who are morally gray. And this is something that I love because I love having nuanced characters, and having morally gray characters, I think it's very difficult because you have to depict characters who are not heroes, are the contrary, and you have to depict them sorry, and portray them in a way in which the reader can relate and empathize with them, even if the reader maybe doesn't share their vision. But I think it's very complicated to create a very unique anti-hero, morally gray character and have this character being able to interact with the reader. And in her previous trilogy, she did that so well. And in this one, you are following morally gray characters that are not exactly anti-heroes, but are just kind of in the line. They are going to do things, and they are going to do those things in order to save their lives. And it's like, I love how the main character, it's like, okay, this may be bad, this may be not ideal, but it's the only way I have to survive, so I'm going to do that. And I love how the author, how Rebecca, shows us how her characters sing. And coming now to this one, I do love Ness, our main character. I love how imperfect she is. I love how she has panic attacks. I love how she's afraid. She is living in this city where you can find dinosaurs walking around, where people turn into their nightmares, and it's very easy that you end up dead. And I love something that I have seen always in heroes, in movies, that you have heroes, and my father used to say, that's fun, they save the day, they save the city, but they kill everyone around. So yeah, I love how she talks about it. It's kind of like The Boys, the comic books and also the TV series, how sometimes the heroes are not exactly heroes and they destroy everything, and you have that here too. But where we are going to find in this book, it's going to be following the previous one, and we're going to be finding Ness, who has escaped the cult into which she was kind of thrown into. She liberated the Phantom of Nightmares, and she's trying to find her footing in this city that's very unforgiving. She wants to do something with her life. She wants to have security, and she believes that having security means having a job, having money, and being independent, being able to have her own home and her own place. She's living beside a vampire, and she's kind of worried that someday he is going to be fed up with her, and she's going to lose everything, her housing, her friendship, everything. And also we are going to be seeing Priya again. Priya was amazing in the first book, and she continues being amazing. And I love how different Priya and Ness are. Priya is more brave. She has fears, but she's more like headstrong and she faces them on. And I love how they work so well together, how they complement each other. And I love how you have Ness here thinking, maybe if I was a nightmare, maybe if I was invulnerable, maybe then I wouldn't be so afraid. And I love when she comes to realize that Priya is human, and it's all in the way that you think or act, and that it's not as easy as it might seem because we are receiving external input all day. And she comes from a place that has brainwashing, sorry, that has brainwashed her. So yeah, there's going to be lots of things in this one that are going to be very interesting to read. Some of the things that sorry. Okay, rewind, breathe. Okay. Some of the things Ness is going to find in this second book are things that I think that we all can relate, and I love that she has the support of her friends and that they try to stop her mind fuck. So when you have intrusive thoughts, just stop, think about why you're having these thoughts. They belong to you. This is something that someone has put into your head. Try to stop those thoughts from being your main detective. Try to find who you really are. It's very hard to do that, and I love how the author depicts this in this book. So yeah, I'm losing my line here. In this book, we are going to be having Ness trying to sort her way through life. She's going to try to find her independence, and she is working a job. Something goes on. She works in a second one, and the Phantom of Nightmares approaches her and asks her for a favor, and in exchange, he is going to turn her into nightmares, so she no longer has to be afraid. But obviously, nothing goes according to plan, and we are going to be finding Ness the mess, creating more messes. And I love that she's going to have to face her own fears about asking her friends to help and beginning to be able to face her own fears. So yeah, I love how this second book closes the duology. I need more books in this world because I do love what the author created here. People who dream, obviously, and while they are dreaming, they have these nightmares and they can get up in the morning and be their own nightmare. And I love how the world works. It's like very Gotham-like, and I do love everything about this world and about how its inner workings and everything, and I think that she explained it very well, and it's very easy to follow. Also, I'm forever grateful because at the beginning of the second book, she did like this recap in which she explains to us what happened in the first book. It's like a refreshing, so you remember everything that happened in the first book, so now you can enter the second one like knowing everyone and who's who and what's what. So that's something that I love, so yay. And yeah, as I was saying, there's many things that I find that we have to briefly talk, and I'm going to share up very soon. But it talks about family fun, those friends and those people that you surround yourself with that helps you being your better version. We're going to be talking about abuse and about domination, mental domination, and it's not something that we are going to be talking about cults here, but also we are going to be talking about abusive relationships where one person thinks that has found a safe place, but this safe place ends up being a trap and a nightmare, and how sometimes it's not so easy as walking away because you don't have the means, because you believe that you were safe in that place, and I think it's something very important that we have in this book and makes you think about these people who find themselves into this situation. And also we are going to be talking about the imbalance in power, how those powerful enough don't have to worry about basic things or things about protection. And I think it's very open-ended in this book, how you have like the people who have lots of power and can walk freely and without so many worries in this book, but also you have people from the lower castes who are more afraid of disappearing. But I also love how this book makes you think about, even if you are powerful, you can be afraid of things that can be done to you, happen to you. I love that we have main characters who, as I say, are not perfect, are suffering from mental health illnesses, being afraid, having panic attacks, and having their minds being tampered with. And I love how these characters try to find their footing in order to, to reverse all that has been done to them and try to change. And that brings us to the next topic, the influence that movies, ads, books, and everything can have in our minds, and how it can help shape or reshape our way of thinking and the power it also has. And we're going to find also about healthy relationships that, as I was saying, make you a better version of yourself, where you are a morally great character or not. And it's going to be talking about closure and about stopping the process of guilt, or holding yourself guilty for something that at the moment you had no power whatsoever to stop. This book is fucking amazing. because of the plot, the morally great characters who are so well developed and so amazing that you're going to love them, and for all those topics. And there's lots of topics here that I'm leaving behind because if not I will be talking forever, and now I'm shutting up, but pick this one up because you're going to love it. So thank you for watching, even if it's long. Thank you, bye.